What a raucous crowd here today. It has been absolutely phenomenal to see the outpouring of support for this team who picks up the 66-51 victory. And the Great Danes, a tremendous effort, but they have to go back to upstate New York with the loss.
Yeah, again, I just applaud their coaching staff. They came prepared. They were ready, but Maine just overwhelmed them in the second half.
Adam LaFleur will be joined in just a moment by Coach Vachon, and we'll get her thoughts, but an impressive victory nonetheless for the Black Bears. Well, with that backdrop, we will send it to Adam LaFleur, who's standing courtside with Amy Vachon.
On the floor of the pit in Orono, I'm joined by Black Bear head coach Amy Vachon after a big win today, 66-51 in the America East semifinal. And coach, you had sort of a sluggish first half. Albany led for almost the entire first half. Then you came back, battled back and forth in the third quarter, pulled away toward the end. What was the difference for you today?
I think our team really adjusted defensively in the second half. We did not shoot the ball well today. You'd think we'd shoot it better. We play here every day, but did not shoot the ball well. We shot really well from the free throw line, which was nice. But yeah, defensively we did a great job.
And Tanisha Sutton put up 20 points today. She really seemed to carry your team, not only today, but throughout the season.
Yeah.
How has she been so strong for you in such a winning year and a memorable year?
Tanisha's just the greatest, you know. The kid just works and works and works. And I want this season to go as long as it can because I don't want to not have her on our team anymore and be able to coach her because she's just a really special kid.
Well, it's going to continue. You're headed back to the America East Championship for the second straight year. Congratulations and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
We will go back to Brian and Sandy courtside at the pit.
And thank you, Adam. Can't wait for that atmosphere at the Cross Insurance Center, though the pit made a welcome home advantage for the Black Bears here today. Let's look at some of the final stats here, Sandy, before we wrap up things. An impressive second half for the Black Bears on way to winning by 66-51. Looking at here, Maine shooting 92.3% and actually narrowing the points in the paint slightly after being a wide margin in the first half.
You know, I think, again, the key is 92% from free throws. They out-rebounded by 6. And also points off turnovers. They scored 17 points to Albany's 11. So, again, Maine was just tough in the second half. Albany just got overwhelmed.
And it wraps up to a 66-51 advantage for the Black Bears in this matchup. All right, let's see some highlights of this 40 minutes of great action between these two teams. Tanisha Sutton, the star of the show, leading the way, and not just doing it on the baskets, but the rebound efforts as well. Really a five-tool type of player if you want to translate it from a baseball term.
Yeah, and Tanisha Sutton always in the right place. She doesn't have great height, but she has great intellect as far as where to be when the ball's shot, and always attacking the rim.
She was able to lead the way for the Black Bears in doing acrobatic efforts like that all game long.
Yeah, and gets fouled. She is so physical when she goes to the basket. She's going to get fouled just about every time.
And even when the Black Bears were struggling out of the gate, it was Tanisha Sutton getting most of the points for the Black Bears. And her final America East game will be in a championship affair coming up on Friday, which allows us now to look at the updated bracket as the Black Bears get ready to prep for that matchup. And they have punched their ticket, and they will take on either Hartford or Stony Brook in the next matchup. And we'll see who comes out of that one, currently underway in that matchup. So that should be quite a fun one coming up on Friday at 5 p.m. And that one will be on ESPNU from the Cross Insurance Center in Bangor. Well, Sandy, let's get some takeaways from this matchup. A slow start for the Black Bears, but then in quarters 2, 3, and 4, resounding effort to go back to the championship once more.
Well, again, I think just great adjustments at halftime by the University of Maine coaching staff. But again, I applaud University of Albany and their coaching staff. They were prepared. They pounded the ball inside in the paint, got a lot of points in the first half in the paint, but Maine adjusted to that at halftime. They picked up their defense, they picked up their rebounds, and they definitely made their free throw shots.
And for UAlbany, though it is a losing effort, you have to be impressed with how well they came out versus this Black Bears team. And you almost thought that they were going to just run away with it until the Black Bears reverted back to that number 1 seed they had been all season.
Well, again, I think their key for the coaching staff at Albany was to get the ball into their bigs, which they did, because I think in the first half they had like 22 points in the paint to Maine's, I think, maybe 10. So again, they capitalized in the first half. Maine adjusted so well, as their coaching staff always does, and again, just came out with a better game in the second half.
And so with Colleen Mullen, first year, she's got to be pretty happy, and as a fan of the Great Danes, you probably have to be happy with how she has looked at the helm of this program, right?
Yeah, very much so, because again, Albany's experienced 2 or 3, I think, coaching changes in the last 6 or 7 years, I think, actually. And so again, to do that, to recover, and probably most of these players that she has were not players that she necessarily recruited. But again, she's just done a great job, I think, and they had a great mentality coming into this game here against Maine.
So the Black Bears will try to defend their America East title, and they will do so coming up. As the other semifinals already underway, you can switch over to see who Maine will host as they defend their title coming up on Friday. Currently, at least the last reported, Stony Brook had a 26-19 lead at the half. So that one could be another upset brewing. And a date with Maine for the championship is on Friday, is on the line in that one, so you don't want to miss any of the action on ESPN Plus in that one.
Well, I think it'd be interesting to see which team the coaching staff here at Maine would prefer to play. I think right now Maine's ready to play anybody.
Well, we want to give a couple of big thank yous not only to the tremendous athletic department at the University of Maine, but 2 guys who do a lot of work and don't really get the honor and recognition they deserve. So a big thank you to Sam Hallett and James Anderson for all their work, including the great staff of camera operators and technical people behind the scenes. Without them, none of this would be able to happen. So in our final broadcast, wanted to thank all of them for their great work all season long.
Yeah, those guys have done a tremendous job all season. I also compliment all the staff here at Maine to get this put together here in the pit for this bigger game and this bigger crowd.
Well, Sandy, it's been a fun season and a fun way to wrap it up. I appreciate working with you for another season.
It's been great. Had a blast.
So for Sandy Thomas and Adam LaFleur, I'm Brian Stackpole saying so long from the Memorial Gymnasium at UMaine, where the final score is UMaine moving on to the championship of the America East. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.